Alright, so this is why I'm gonna go on a dopamine detox. So I came across this through a YouTuber named Angel, and he was talking about all the benefits of going on a dopamine detox, and that it can really help reset your life if you feel like everything is just not going the way you really want it. You feel like your consciousness of God is low. You feel like your mindfulness is low. You feel that your gratitude is low. You just feel unhappy, depressed, and just don't feel like doing anything, right? And to be more grateful in life, go through this dopamine detox. To be more mindful in life, go through this dopamine detox with me, bro. So this dopamine detox is basically just removing habits in your life and leaving the ones that are truly meaningful to you. So let's just say that you want to be a pro basketball player or a pro fighter or whatever it may be for you, right? Leave the things in your life that relate to or that take you to that goal. So obviously it would be training, obviously it would be eating, obviously it would be studying tape, all the all the things you need, and removing the things that are not needed. It's like the what's that word called? Unnecessary scrolling. Those are the things that we should remove in our life, right? And what will end up happening is that, one, we're either gonna go out in nature, that's gonna be mostly our thing. We go out to nature and we just watch the grass and watch the trees, just going out, getting some sunlight. That's really gonna be most likely the thing that we're gonna do, because the most likely thing that we're gonna do right now, before the dopamine detox, usually we would go on our phones and scroll, but instead of scrolling, we would go out in nature, just take a little walk, get some sunlight in. And Andrew Huberman even says this in his own podcast. He's a neurologist, if you didn't know, a very famous podcaster. He talks about biology and making your life better, right? He basically says that, so what's the most important thing to be happy? He always says these three things, right? It's sunlight, sleep, and I forgot the other one, but he always emphasizes sunlight because we never get enough sunlight as human beings, right? I can put up my hand and say I don't get as much sunlight as I need as well. Sunlight is the component that's gonna make us really happy, really productive. It's like a power drug, if you may think. And it's just crazy because all animals, you see them, bears, you see wolves, all of them are out in the sun, yet we're under our roofs mostly of the time, doing what? On our phones. And that's why I think that we should do a dopamine detox. Because if you truly care about your goals, if you truly care about self-improvement and being a better person, then you would minimize the distractions. So what are distractions? Right, distractions, are the things that you may think that are not distractions, like the winding down at night. I need to watch a little bit of Netflix before I go to bed, or so I can learn some stuff. It's a documentary, but not really documentary. It's just like a freaking thing to waste your time and just for entertainment purposes. And maybe it's that playing with video games, whatever it may be, right? Or uselessly scrolling on your bed. You're laying down, uselessly scrolling, looking for a video, going through YouTube Shorts, TikTok, whatever it may be. But just think about it: the more time we waste, the less potential that we're gonna have in this world. I'm not saying that this world is very important, but I am saying is we should try our best to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala proud of us, because on the day of judgment He will look upon us. David Goggin even says this. He's not Muslim, but he says this, that I want God to look at me, right, and be proud, because I don't want God to look upon me and say like, oh, you were supposed to be this, but instead you chose the easy way out. And so think about this: a little seed, right? It has a potential to be a tree. We have a potential to become our greatest selves. And this dopamine detox protocol, like removing all distractions and only leaving the ones that is most important in your life, what will end up happening is we will get there eventually in a more faster pace than other people, because they have all these distractions distracting them. So what are allowed habits? Most likely it's these 3 things that is most important to you and might make habits that get you to those goals. Let's say it's business. Maybe you want to start a clothing brand. You make designs, you watch videos, not coping videos, actual videos that help you in the moment. So for example, you get a clothing brand, right? You first off watch how to start a clothing brand. You start making it, this and that. You hit a roadblock because you don't know what to do right after. How to do this, how to do that, right? You only do it for that. And be mindful, right? Be mindful that you don't scroll, okay? And a good tip for this is deleting YouTube from your phone and just searching it up online on like a computer, because if you think about it, before, phones back then could not search things up. So go to your computer and just search it up, right? Because if you're on your phone, your mind has that habit of scrolling when you're through your phone, right? And so yeah, the next tip that I would like to give is that just try your very best, right? Try your very best to stick on this, because there's gonna be a lot of thoughts in your head to quit, but don't quit, because if you truly care about these goals that you have in mind, you're gonna stick to it, right? So like I said again, 3 things that's most important in your life. You know, you got one for business, you got one for health. Choose habits that are directly correlate to those. And if you have nothing else to do, read a book on that certain thing, right? The people who become best at that certain thing are always thinking about it every single day, 24/7. It doesn't shut off. Think about Khabib Nurmagomedov when he was becoming champion. He was thinking of MMA probably 24/7. Think about, a person, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. When he was thinking about spreading Islam, what was he thinking about? He was thinking about Allah. He was thinking about the Ummah and how he can spread the word. We should correlate our lives directly to our goals and remove the distractions in our life. The Netflix, the anime, the YouTube. And yeah, so the actionable step for this video I'm gonna end it off with is you can open up a Notion protocol or a Notion page and just put 3 things that you really want to focus on, right? Think in decades. Think about yourself in decades and of what you want to be. You can be in this dopamine detox for 12 years, but yeah. So overall, after this, you're gonna be coming back into the world and become like a more better person, right? And yeah, the actionable step: choose 3 things that's most important in your life. Mine is my deen, my health, and business, right? So those are the 3 things I really want to improve on, right? And then choose at least 2 or 3 things that will lead you to that goal, or that will help you to go that goal. And yeah, it's pretty much enough for me. Improve your life, be the best possible man you can be. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.